lot of stuff been going on lately, and the old April Wine song, the whole world is going crazy. It is going crazy. It's going insane. Insane. A lot of stuff is going to happen here. A lot of stuff. We have to go back. Let's go back before the internet. I was well known to write letters to the editor in the Irving media. I would always write letters. I would have published 2, sometimes 3 letters per week. And politicians and everyone was sort of afraid of me because I was the letter writer. And at the end, the Irvings decided to stop publishing my letters. Orders from the Irvings. They thought, okay, the shipyards were shut down. My life was going down. Hey, put some more misery on Charles. He might jump off the bridge. So they cut off my letters to the editor, and but no more talk of a town. That was cut off. But never mind. So we had the Irvings stopping people from writing letters to the editor. Freedom of speech? I don't think so. Now, there's one thing I did succeed with the Irvings, is to stop anonymous people who are anonymous writing letters to the editor. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was during an era of the Core Party, Acadians and French, and people were writing anonymous letters to cause shit between French and English. It was terrible. So it's because of me. I fought hard, and they changed the policies. No more anonymous letters. Now we're coming to Donald Trump. Finally, which Phil Maher, the comedian, talk show host, he predicted 2 or 3 years ago, he said, Donald Trump will not, if he loses the next election, he will not leave. He predicted it. And all social media, the big companies, allowed Trump to promote hate, to promote false hope, or whatever you want to call it. And he brainwashed millions of people. 75 million people voted for this guy. Now, this is what's going to happen here. This has promoted people, like I said, that was then the internet came, and when the internet came, Donald Trump was born. And we know, I won't repeat what I just said. But what's going to happen now, that just, I don't pay attention. Like, I was asked to last week to join a group. Join a group. Why should I join a group? I don't know who these people are. I'm not interested. I always said I'm not interested. You want to have a sit down with me side by side? No problem. But join a group and to debate issues or people I don't know, I'm not interested whatsoever. Do it the old-fashioned way. Meet me for over coffee, then we'll talk about it. Anyway, focus, Charles. What's going to happen? Could happen to me. A lot of Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or I don't have one, account are going to be shut down because they will believe they're promoting hate, they're promoting revolution, they're promoting racism. There's going to be a lot of accounts being shut down. And it's going to turn when they say community guideline. Okay, like me. Do I cross the line? I speak the truth. I mean, if a person comes after me, the Fredericton police, we got along just fine. No problem. Until Fred Wiseau and Bobby Simmons, River Matt Myers, Dale Carter, what's the other one? Yves Desprez, and the other one has passed on. they decided to come after me. I fought back. Look what happened. They tried to Google to have my blog shut down. So, I mean, we have no lawyers here. Focus, Charles. So, this thing here, to have an era, it was an era where people are animals. And it was a period during history that people had a freedom of speech of promoting their own agenda. This was not like, remember the Prime Minister, what was his name? John Major, Prime Minister of Britain. Like I told Bernard Lord at the end of his, before he lost, a few months before, I said, Bernard, how come you don't join? How come you don't meet the protesters out front? Are you scared? Then I told him, remember John Major? He stood on the soapbox and he was preaching. People were throwing eggs at him. He just stood there. See, people admire that. He looks at me and goes, I remember that, but he never faced the protesters. I'm jumping. I'm very sorry. But a person was on the soapbox and preaching on their belief or warn the public of the danger that's coming. If people, I don't know what's going to happen. I got an idea. Because what they're going to do is shut down the internet. They're going to shut down the internet. It would be, like I said, what the internet was supposed to be in the first place. Exchange of email, share ideas. You could have a story, give journalism, give a view journalism style on the story in hand. But that is not what's happening. That's not what happened. And then Donald Trump was born. So it is scary time, but like I said, this is going to be a time in history where we allow animals to have a voice. Letters to the editor. It had to be approved by the letter David Williams, if he watches. Hi, David. Still alive. David Williams was in charge of letters to the editor. It had to go through him to be published. That was anonymous. Had to go through him and his boss. And the other boss is Irving. So that's why there were not too many anti-Irving letters. My letters got published though. Charlie, focus. So, sorry, long one. Yeah, in the next few months or year, it's going to get interesting to see how. They say the First Amendment, freedom of speech, down the states. It's going to be interesting how the big social media company, which they will be a big inquiry or Congress, whatever you call it. People know more about the policies of America than they know of Canada. So stay tuned. But like I said, these animals that were let loose, maybe if you want to behave and debate the issue in a good way, and both sides want to listen, the Capitol would have never got attacked.